Hello guys, this is Rox, and in this series I'm gonna make you a better player in Dune Awakening. For this lesson we are gonna learn how to take advantage of the Landsraad system. And this works for everyone, even if you are a solo. And no, you don't even need to do PvP at all. So let's go. The first thing you gotta do, and this is the most important thing of course, is to enable yourself to take advantage of the Landsraad. And to do this, you need to be in the guild that's aligned with the faction of your choice. Atreides, Harkonnen, or any future faction. Keep in mind you have to do the characters faction quests, which I have full step-by-step guide in the channel for both factions, but if you don't want, you don't need to complete them fully, because once you have level 1 in the respective faction, it should be enough for you to align your guild with that faction. Don't worry if you are solo, you can make a solo guild, which will only cost you 1000 Solaris to create, and these Solaris have to be in your inventory, else you'll just get a message that you don't have enough money. This is a one-time payment only, and you don't have any extra taxes or anything later on. So, create or join a guild by simply clicking on Guilds, Create Guild, place a name of your choice and a description, create guild, and you are done. Now let's open the Landsraad window, press L to open it, and align your guild to the faction of your choice. One small note here, every member of the guild have to be in the same faction. So for the future, if you are recruiting, make sure they are the same faction as you. Of course, the same thing goes to your friends. Now, when you press L, this will open the Landsraad session. And the session is basically a week. And every week, the winning faction in the server will get a boon, which can be a buff or advantage for the next full week. To explain this in simple words, the Landsraad is a faction battle that consists in completing 25 tasks. Each rectangle that you see in here corresponds to one task, and each one awards a point. And there are 3 ways of winning the Landsraad. A faction can win if they have 13 or more points by the end of the session. Another way of winning is by completing a line of 5 tasks, and this line can be horizontal, vertical, or diagonal, like shown on screen. Or if they don't reach 13 points, the faction that has more points by the end of the session wins. Here, for example, the Harkonnen were losing in points, but since they already did the line, they already won the Landsraad session. So while it's important to fight for points, you also have to be worried in completing a full line or interrupting the other faction's line. Other example, even if a faction lost 20-5, if those 5 did the full line first, they still would have won. And the last example, imagine in that server nobody did Landsraad. Whoever has more points in the end wins, even if it's 1-0. Now, whenever you contribute to a portion of any of these tasks, you'll get 2 things. You'll get voting points, which can be used to vote on which boon you want for the next week, in case your faction wins, and the boon with the highest votes will win. And the other thing, of course, is your personal rewards, and something that you have to keep your eyes on. To participate and get the rewards from these tasks, simply put your mouse over any of the available rectangles, and right here it tells you what you need to do to earn points. Keep in mind that some tasks are easier than others, and obviously you don't need to do them all, just the ones you want. And if you reach any of these thresholds, you will earn a specific reward. The rewards change every week, and by the way they are different in every server, so what you are seeing here might be different in your server. For the killing ones, it's plain simple, just go to the locations where the NPCs are and kill some of them. For the delivery ones, you will need to come to your faction quartermaster or to the city. Here is the quartermaster location for the Atreides, and here is the quartermaster for the Harkonnen. Then you just need to talk with the respective NPCs and deliver the items requested by the houses, which are the tasks basically. To deliver the items you need to have them in your inventory, guys. And right here I want to give a huge alert. Pay very attention if any of the houses is requiring you to deliver a Hornet shopper, because by accident you can give away your shopper if it doesn't have any stored items in it. So to be safe, double check if there is no Hornet shopper to deliver, or even store your shopper before talking with the NPC. Don't worry, you can still get the rewards even if the task has been already completed fully. And this means if it's either green or red. The only thing you will not get is voting points, as the task is already completed. However, you can still get your personal rewards. As you probably noticed it right now, each task requires 70k points, so the first faction to reach 70k wins that point. If a task is not visible to you yet, you either need to wait for the system to automatically reveal it for you, in this timer right here, or you can go to some of the house representatives and basically bribe them with 300 spice melange. And they will reveal that task early not only for you, but for your whole faction. So everyone can start to contribute. Keep in mind, not all houses can be bribed. The bribes can be quite expensive, but if the house you are missing to make a line is available for you to bribe, this will give you a very high chance to guarantee the win for your faction. Once you have enough points to grab rewards, you need to go to the respective house representatives, which I'm showing their locations on the screen, and I'm doing so in an alphabetical order, so it's easier for you to find them. This part right here, guys, is just talk with the NPC and select the option I'm here for my reward. Just keep in mind you have to grab your rewards before the weeks reset, as this game doesn't have an automatic delivery system, and I'm not entirely sure if you can accumulate from one week to another. Please leave a like or a comment if this is helping. One other way to increase your points is by either fighting or sneakily capturing control points in deep desert. To capture a point, you simply need to enter inside this white area, where you need to stay like 20 seconds, and then you will take the control point to your faction. Once your faction controls the point, you can see both the symbol and the name of your faction right here. If it says unknown, the control point is either neutral or belongs to the other faction. The person who controls the point, Atreides, Harkonnen or any future faction, will earn 10 points passively every single minute, even if you are offline. This is especially nice for harder tasks, where you can save a lot of crafting materials. So if you see a colored control point from the other faction, for example, you can overtake it to your faction, so you win points passively to that respective house. For the cases that the point is white, it means it's either neutral, that task is already finished, or is simply not unlocked yet and you cannot control it. Guys, even if you are solo, you can make a difference. As you see, I'm a solo guild and to be honest, I only participated 2 days. Don't worry if you don't get like first place or top 5 or whatever, as it doesn't give you anything extra, as you only get more voting points. Don't be intimidated by Landsraad, since you don't even need to PvP to participate in it. Keep an eye on the tasks and see if something catches your eye. If it's too hard, you can simply try again next week. Some things are easy to do and you can get you very nice rewards. And you can do a bit every day, as you have a whole week to do it. Now that the Landsraad personal rewards are covered, let's talk about the other important thing about Landsraad, which is the boons. And I'll even share a secret with you guys in the end. The winning faction will get a boon. One day before the weekly reset happens, the session voting window opens and it will last for 24 hours. And during this time, everyone who contributed can vote in whatever boon they want for the next week. Of course, this is for the faction who won. The losing team basically just get the personal rewards. So if you open the Landsraad window below your faction points, or if you press this button right here, View Decree, it will show you the active boon for the current week. For people that don't like to read like me, only this bottom text matters to you. And if you come back and press this hammer button right here, this is where the players vote for the next week's boon. And this boon will be active for the whole week. The boon is only applied to the winning faction. And now I wanna talk about one of the best boons and its importance to give you guys an edge. The 25% reduced crafting costs is insane, guys. Let me give you a few examples. You can craft the large refineries much easily with this buff. You can craft MK6 gear, and you will save tons of plastanium, spice melange, and even infused plastanium in case you crafting uniques. And of course everything else too, but especially these ones shown on screen. On top of this, guys, you can and should take advantage of it to make extra vehicle parts and gear for just in case. Like stock up. After all, everything we use have limited durability, and you will have 25% off for everything in case you are in the winning faction. So this buff will eternally be good, doesn't matter which stage you are in the game, early, mid or end game. This buff is insane. And when I say buff, it's boon. Keep in mind the boons that you are seeing on screen doesn't mean it's the same in your server, as it varies from servers. But eventually you'll get it. And when you do, make sure that you take all the advantage you can out of it. And the other very important thing you need to take advantage Even if you don't participate in the Landsraad at all, or care about PvP, it's whenever your faction wins and picks a Landsraad Vendor, which can be weapon, armor, tool, or vehicle vendor. And for the whole week, you can buy items from a special vendor, which is located in your faction city, which can be a bit expensive, but since the shop's gonna be there for the whole week, it gives you plenty time to earn Solaris, and these vendors sell the items separately. So one sells weapons, other sells armors, etc. So just talk with the one for that respective week. The unique quantity that the vendors sell is equal for everyone. Doesn't matter if you contributed a lot or if you didn't contribute anything at all. As long as your guild is aligned with the winning faction and that you have enough Solaris, you can grab it. Speaking of Solaris, you can check out my Solaris guide and it will be the last of your problems. Always buy the Landsraad uniques, guys. Even if you don't want or need them, as you can sell some of them for a very high price, guys. And when I say sell for a very high price, guys, I mean it. Especially if you get the Ancient Way schematic. You can literally name your price for this item. High amounts of spice melange, high amounts of plastanium, insanely high Solaris, or a mix of everything. Trust me, PvP people will beg you for it. And now, as promised at the beginning of the video and also in the thumbnail, I'll give you guys a secret. Like said before, only the winning faction will be able to access a Landsraad Vendor. But imagine you lost and you really want the Landsraad uniques. If you are wealthy and you can buy a spare copy of the game, you can join the same server that you play with your main account, do the faction quests with that character. Remember, I have both faction step-by-step guides in my channel, so you can speed up the process. Create a guild in the other faction, align your guild with the faction, imagine you are Atreides, so your other character will be an Harkonnen, and obviously move that character to the respective faction city. You can go to any trade post and pay a taxi to get you to the city of your choice. So this way, even if you lose or you win, you will always be able to buy the schematics, not mattering which side that you are. Guys, this is not needed, and please control your hype here. The game is expensive, but maybe some of you are wealthy, so I'm giving you that option. Of course, you can always simply try to buy these schematics from the market, but they can be hard to find. Now let me explain the rest of the process. Let's say you got the two accounts, let's call them the main and the secondary. Step 1, go to your secondary account, and at the exchange you can list like a plant fiver for 200k, for example. Step 2, go to your main account and buy that overpriced plant fiber. Step 3, go to your secondary account and buy the schematics from the Landsraad vendor. And here you're gonna have 4 options. You can list the schematics for a high price for your main account to buy it, as the chances of someone being at the exchange at that exact moment and looking for that item specifically will be low, as the process for you switching accounts will take less than 5 minutes. If you are patient, you can even lower the chance to near 0%. Don't sell your schematic during that week, as people might be looking for it, sell it in the next week instead. Also, if you have a trusty friend, you can simply do the trade with him. Or lastly, if you have 2 computers that can handle the game, you can do the trading all by yourself. I shouldn't say this, but you can even use this secondary account to spy on your enemy's progress. So let's say you are like a double agent. It's not that you can stop them, but maybe you can see if it's worthy for you to fight for that point, or not, because they almost got it. For the case that you are doing the points only for the rewards, it doesn't matter. Hope you enjoyed this lesson.
Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Consider leaving a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Rox is out.